How y'all doing tonight? Tonight I'm gonna make one of my favorite little comfort food recipes, and it's pretty, decently good for you too. The way I'm gonna kind of make it, it does put a little bit of fat in it. You could use olive oil instead of the bacon I want to use, but I just think it gives a little bit better taste. We're gonna make some lentil soup. It's really good stuff. I'm gonna start out with, I got a pound of lentils here, and we'll take those and get those washed off. So I just got a colander down there. Tear these lentils open, just dried lentils. Just rinse them off a little bit. Go through, make sure there's no rocks or nothing like that in them, and then we're ready to go. Over here to my trusty old Dutch oven here on medium-high heat. Got about, 3 or 4 strips of bacon I just chopped up there, and we're gonna brown that down. It's gonna give us some good flavor in there, and it's also gonna give us the oil we need to cook the vegetables in. So go ahead and let that brown down for a minute. Okay, like I said, you just wanna fry this bacon up. Basically, you're making like bacon bits here, and just rendering all the good fat out of that bacon, and use to saute those vegetables. Okay, now that this bacon's cooked down like I want it to, I'm gonna go ahead and add 12 ounces of Miracle. What that is onions, carrots, and celery. From you or not from the South or anywhere know much about this, you can make it yourself. Easily just take about a half an onion for this much, maybe 1 carrot, and a stick of celery. So you got a little bit more onion and celery and carrot. We're going to take that, put it in here, and we'll stir it around and get that translucent. So this will probably take 7-8 minutes. Just stir this around here, and we got down to medium-low heat now, but I'm going to turn it back up to medium-high and just brown down these vegetables. As your vegetables are cooking, you can go ahead and add some of the seasoning here. What I got is about a tablespoon of Old Bay, about a teaspoon of Cavender's Greek seasoning, a teaspoon of sea salt, a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. Now if you want to, you could add a little cayenne. To mine, I like to add just a little bit of sriracha to each bowl to get my heat. That way when the little ones or something can eat it too. But this Old Bay will give it some good flavor. So we'll go ahead and, like I said, cook this down for about 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, now that about 7 to 8 minutes has passed, and you see this sauteed down some, I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. And this particular one's got some jalapenos in it too, but that'll be fine. And we'll let this go for a few more minutes. Cook those tomatoes down a little bit, maybe about 5 more minutes. Now that I got the tomatoes cooked down, we'll go ahead and add our lentils. Let's see, there we go. You gotta be careful with these things. They will jump all over the kitchen, make one heck of a mess. Alright, we got those in. Stir them in there for a second. Right now I'm going to add 2 quarts of chicken broth. You can use homemade to be best. I just happen to get some of this from the store. It happens to be some organic, the free range stuff, so that's good too. Whatever. 1, 2. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to slow it down and let it come to a simmer. First, like I said, we're going to bring that up to a boil. Alright, now to come to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to low, and let it come to a simmer, and we'll cover it and let it simmer for 40 minutes. It's going to be some good stuff. Now if you want to, like I'm doing tonight, I chose to take the lid off while it simmers because I want some of the liquid to dissolve. I want a little more concentrated soup. But either way, now let me show you a serving suggestion you can have with this soup. I'm just taking out the oven a nice hot pan of cornbread. Look at that. That's going to be real good alongside this soup. So that's just a suggestion, but you can do what you want. Alright, so the soup's been sitting here simmering for about 45 minutes. I taste this, the lentils are just the right consistency. Oh man, it's just wonderful soup. It's ready to be served up. And it'll be even better tomorrow.